Right, people, this is Ennerdale Lake. I'm just going to take you for a quick wander down here, and we'll see, have a look at the lake. They're just building a new pontoon down here as well, so I think they're building a new one, or they're repairing the old one or something. Look at that, look at that view up there. And this is why I love Cumbria. I was born in Cumbria. I lived here till I was about 8, and then I moved away. Lived in various different places, moved to Bradford, lived in Bradford, and when you've seen places like that and you come back, you know, to this kind of place, it's just like your jaw's on the floor, and you realise, you know, how lucky you are to live in a place like this, really. So yeah, I'm not the most outgoing person in the world, so walking around with the camera talking to myself isn't yeah, it's a bit of a weird feeling, to be honest. I'm sure people who know me might think, you know, might think I'm a bit of a weirdo for doing it, but yeah, somebody lives in, obviously is that an old farmhouse, or is it still a farmhouse? But yeah, people around here, man, some people just live right out in amongst the sticks, you know what I mean, just literally in amongst the trees, basically. And but then where I come from, it's just a normal town. You could probably pick it up and stick it on the outskirts of any city where I live at the minute. But then, you know, 2-minute drive. Well, actually, I think I looked at the footage, that was 8 minutes. And yeah, you're out in amongst all this. There's your weir. It's just obviously filtering water off the top, so keeping the lake at a, I'm presuming keeping the lake at a constant height, you know, correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, and then there's the construction there, they're building something out there. It's not exactly in the middle of the lake, as that lake probably goes about 8 miles up around that corner, if you can see. Yeah. Now, the reason why I brought you to this lake, for one, it is the closest one to me, where I live. But secondly, I've got a funny story about this lake. I've never been a fisher. I don't like fishing. It's boring, but me and my mate, for some reason, decided to try it out one summer, and we were getting into it, and I got myself a wee rod. Never caught anything. And we kind of decided that the reason why we weren't catching anything, it was because, well, we were just fishing in rivers, and we didn't really know the best places to fish there. So we've got ourselves a permit, and we decided, or we'd been told, we're probably being wound up by somebody who told us this, but apparently night fishing is the best. Apparently, like, I don't know if that's the truth. We've probably been mugged off, to be honest. But yeah, night fishing, apparently the best fishing you can do. So we came up. I've got my helmet in my other hand, so I can't really point. But just over on that shore, over there, we kind of set up tent, and well, we were fishing just off the shore, like, and yeah, the heavens opened up, didn't they? And I don't mean it was just a bit of drizzle, I mean like literally, it almost flattened the tent, it was that hard. It was coming down that hard and fast, and yeah, it wasn't very enjoyable. So you might have seen on the video on the way down here, you might have seen like a row of maybe 4 to 5 little white cottage type houses. And we walked all the way back up from the lake, because we got a lift down by one of our friends to leave us here to pick us up in the morning, and no form of transport at all, because we were just like kids, really. And we had to walk back, and I mean, it was torrential rain. We had to walk back to them houses and knock on the door, and these 2 really frail old people, like, you know, this couple, opened the door, and they were, you know, they just didn't seem fazed at all. It's just seen 2 young drowned rats, fishing rods and backpacks in hand, you know, basically knocking on the door asking to borrow the phone. Because yeah, we kind of we lost the bottle to stay out in that kind of rain, because there's no way you were getting any sleep. So yeah, we weren't on for it. We just thought, yeah, we'll just go now, innit? No point in trying to fish around here. So yeah, they let us in using the phone, and do you want a cup of tea? Would you like something to eat? Really nice old couple, but yeah, what can you say? So yeah, I'm not going to go too far around. If I went further up around that way, might be a little bit of a nicer view. You can see around the edge. But yeah, anyways, this is normally where I come to walk my dog, in the car, mind you, with the wife. So yeah, I was in two minds whether to stick you in the waterproof skeleton case, or whatever it is, for the GoPro, and drown you, but it's pretty shallow here. I was going to drown you, viewers. Just going to dunk you right in there, because I'm evil like that at times, you know. It wouldn't bother me. This is, honest to God, this is like such a nice place to come, especially when it's it's sky blue, sun's out, red hot, shorts and t-shirts, sunglasses, weather, and just walking around here. It's actually surreal. Whereas right now it looks a bit like Mordory, a bit like doom and gloom, you know what I mean? So, but yeah. Well, I've got work shortly anyway, so I think I'm going to head on back. And yeah, here's another thing as well. You might see this. This is one of your orienteering. Some of you might have done this in school back in the day. See, it's like a little clamp. See the little pins in there? You stamp your ticket to show that you've been to location K, and you'll go all the way around the lake. And probably, you know, maybe up into the hills as well, I don't know. But there'll be different ones, and you'll have like a map to tell you where to go. And you've just got to find them and stamp your ticket to show that's where you've been. It's a bit of fun. It's a bit like geotagging, really. I think it's a geotagging or geocaching. It's a bit like that. And there's a couple of spots around here like that. And I'm thinking to myself, there's a lot of different things I've got planned. I don't really want this just to be a moto vlogging channel. I want it to be just an anything and an anything channel. I'm not really too bothered about having mass amounts of subscribers and viewers, and just, you know, it's just for anybody that might be interested in the Lake District, really. I don't want to be some massive vlogger pulling in loads of cash. You know, if that comes about though, obviously I'm not going to be stupid and turn it down. But yeah, the things I've got planned is just, some of them might not happen. I'm not going to stand here and say I'm going to do all these crazy things. You'll just have to stick around and see if I do. And yeah, so there's a lot of different things you can do in the Lake District that I didn't really know about until this last year, when I started becoming even more interested in it. So it took me by surprise, really. So yeah, I just wanted to give you a quick shot on my bike, and just quickly say as well, the reason why I'm not recording when I've got my helmet on, my voice, is because I haven't bought the mic adapter yet. So here's my bike. I'm still on L plates, and yeah, I am doing the cardinal sin of hanging my helmet on the handlebar. But yeah, hopefully I'll get my big bike test pass this year. Just saving up the £600 to do it, really. So